Tucker, I know perception's probably a dangerous thing, but you look at Saturday, you got an early lead, you controlled the line of scrimmage, got the running game going, a cold weather game. Outside looking in, seemingly that was maybe your perfect type of football game. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, for sure. Cold weather games, don't have to worry about the heat at all. But getting off to a hot start, being able to run the ball right out the gate really helped. Not getting in a hole and trying to work back like past years.
And Parker, your stats sheet was a little more full on Saturday as compared to the rest of the year, but teams haven't been throwing at you. Obviously, you've made an impact, allowing other players to step up. Talk about your game Saturday. How did you feel your contributions went?
Yeah, I got a little more action than usual, so I'm a little more sore yesterday. But yeah, it was kind of nice to be able to feel like you contribute rather than like the past few weeks. Made a couple tackles, couple plays, but yeah, it felt really good to be back out there and actually being on stat sheet. So.
Tucker, we talked to Coach Winter about that Bethel defense and defensive line as well, being a really great unit. How excited are you to get the chance to play against Seven Strat and assert all your dominance on the offensive line?
Just gotta really, like Coach preaches, is getting down to basics, being able to, obviously run the ball, run first, then get into play action game, get them on their toes, and really be unpredictable with the play calling.
Parker, the defense as a whole has been very opportunistic. 3 takeaways on Saturday plus 26 takeaways this year. What do you think has allowed this defense to be so opportunistic?
Yeah, I think the scheme starts from the top. Our coaches, they do a really good job of breaking down film, helping us know what's coming. I know the pick I had, we talked about it the past 2 weeks. We saw a bubble, we were going to drive, and I was driving, saw it turn into a wheel, and we talked about that all the last 2 weeks. So they just do a really good job of preparing us, and it helps us all be ready and be where we're supposed to be. As a defense, we just talked about bend and don't break, and that's really our philosophy. It has been the last 4 years since I've been here, and yeah, a lot of people have been saying we bend too much, but I mean, we're winning games, so.
One play I'll ask you about, Parker, your first TFL of the day, I think it was Starrett's first touch on a jet sweep coming to the far side. I believe you went totally across the field and ended up getting the TFL for a loss of 5. Take us through that play. How were you able to get there so quickly?
Yeah, so I was the flat player in that one, so we were in a little like cover 2 shell disguise. So I knew I was coming down. I knew I'd be coming down pretty fast. They had quads out there, so we kind of knew bubble was a really good chance. And then once they put the number 1 in motion from the other side, we kind of knew that's probably what it was because they had an ineligible on our side. So I was just shooting it. They tried double teaming me. They both kind of just let go of me, and I was there to make the play. So.
Tucker, for the 3rd straight year, the team's had a 1,000-yard rusher. This year, we're 1,000 run. How much pride in that do you take as a member of the offensive line to make them get those big runs?
I mean, what we do is only half the battle. Just to be able to have a running back like Hunter and Dawson, being able to run hard every play and just really make us look good as an offensive line.
I got to ask you, Tucker, about your touchdown you scored in that Warriors game. We know about your receiving skills in high school, but how did it feel to finally get into the end zone?
As a college player, it feels really good, and I always joke around with some of the wide receivers who only have 1 touchdown that that we are now tied in offensive touchdowns scored. So,
home field advantage is a heck of a thing here, and especially on Saturday on Thanksgiving weekend. What did that mean to y'all for the stadium? We have such an intense atmosphere.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it was an incredible showcase of our fans. Even on Thanksgiving week, and I'm sure this next weekend it'll be packed too, but just to see that many fans on Thanksgiving, like even our football team that came back and some of the other fans, it's pretty impressive to see that at a small school like this. Just so many people come out and support us on a weekend where they're usually with their family. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, and I think Dance Marathon is the one who pays for all the students' tickets that are able to come, and so that's really, really good for us, for the students to be able to get in for free, come watch the game, and put all their support into us.
It's gonna be a little warmer this weekend, high of 41. Does that excite you, or you just want to play?
It doesn't really faze me. I kind of like when it's colder and windier because as a defense, it means they probably can't pass as much. But I mean, it doesn't really matter either way. We're gonna prepare the same and be ready. So.
A question for both you guys. I'll start with you, Parker. What do you guys tell the younger guys? Because the playoffs are a different animal. What to expect when you get into the postseason?
We've been pretty fortunate as a team right now that we've had a lot of players that have either subbed in on different packages or played special teams that they know kind of what it's about. But a thing we talk about on the defense is just like being where your feet are and living in the moment. Also preparing the best you can because even last week we had more time off. So we had more time to get in the film room and watch more film. But yeah, just preparing the best you can, especially as the semester winds down. So,
I guess big thing for the younger guys being only 40 teams get these extra practices that we're getting. So that's another huge thing for their player development to be able to get better, and while all the other teams are at home watching the playoffs.
Tucker, you have obviously gotten a lot of well-deserved attention, but your offensive line, as you would admit, is a collective unit.
Mm-hmm.
The five guys working together, your tight end is also a part of that. How has that group come together as the season has gone on, especially with the injuries that you guys were dealing with early in the year?
Yeah, so obviously Cade went down early. It's just our mentality is like next man up. So being able to step in and compete with one of the best defensive lines in the nation early on, like we have. So,
Parker, I'm going to ask you a controversial question. With the resume that you have being the conference defensive MVP this year, can we officially say you're the best Rochford ever to play here at Wartburg?
I guess we could say so far.
Oh, fair enough.
I still have a little brother, don't know what he's going to do, so maybe he'll be better. I'm going to guess not, though. A little shot at him, but yeah, so far, sure, I guess so.
But in all seriousness, how much family pride do you have knowing the fact that dad, uncles, a lot of people in your family have played out here and you're keeping that family tradition alive?
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot. I mean, they all went, like, literally all my uncles, all my aunts, yeah, everyone's came here, so they do a really good job of coming and supporting me as well. So, I mean, just to see them, just to see me play, me and my brother played here last year, like, I don't know, it means a lot to me, I guess, but yeah.
What's it like knowing this could be the final home game in your guys' career here at Wartburg?
If it is the final home game, I hope we go out on top, obviously. We've only lost once out there, and we don't plan on that being a final loss out there.
Yeah, definitely don't plan on that being the last game we play, but obviously it's been an incredible ride in the stadium. I mean, it's always cranked up, so it's a blast to play here, so yeah.
And what does it say to the overall support that you guys get? I'm sure a lot of places you go, you guys might have more fans on the road than a home team does. What does it say to the Wartburg community, the Wartburg football family, and the support that you get, and how much does that mean to you?
Me? Alright, well, I mean, I feel like it kind of starts with like our like parents that lead the tailgating. I feel like it starts with them. They set all that stuff up. Invite a bunch of people, those people bring people, and I feel like it's kind of just like a family of like Wartburg alums and anyone that just wants to support us. Waverly supports us really well, and it's pretty special to see as a player, and I mean I used to come to games too, so it's just kind of a family thing, so yeah.
And all the alumni that come out, and seeing them after the game is always cool from my younger years here, seeing all the guys that played with, been with for a long time, and then graduate, come back and support us.
Good luck Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you.